You can also send us an email at our sales department at newstalk93fmsales@gmail.com. All right, so that's the offering this morning. Coming up on our show today, momentarily, you'll hear from me with my opening commentary, Conrad's Take. Don't know what's coming back at me here, but getting a terrible vibe in my set here. I'm trying to see if I can sort it. All right. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's better. All right. So let's see how we navigate this morning. And so coming up momentarily will be Conrad's Take, and of course at 10:10 this morning we will be having Bunny Witter, the candidate for the PNP for West Kingston. He is up against the local government minister Desmond McKenzie down there in that constituency. Certainly we expose everyone, irrespective of how people think their chances may be. So the voters at the end of the day will make their decision as to who they vote for there, So we are not discriminating against anyone. So we're offering the opportunity, we're exposing every single person who are available for us to talk to. And then at 11:10 this morning, we're going to be talking to Prophet Rowe down there in Manchester, in Mandeville. He's a prophet there, a churchman down there in Manchester. JLP councillor candidate for the Christian division. So we'll talk to Prophet Rowe at 11. It is now 18 minutes after 9 o'clock. And certainly I have a few things that I want to weigh in on. Seeing where Cynthia is saying, let's see, she's saying good morning. And we'll look at the other messages that come in momentarily. All right, so good morning to everyone who is in the reach of my voice. Let me remind us that this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us indeed rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome again to your program, Straight Up right here at News Talk 93 FM. And in particular, in this segment, my opening commentary, Conrad's Take. Now, I just want to put some things in context. And before I go into my commentary, I want to basically condemn something that I heard from Cliff Hughes yesterday, where, if you can't blame politicians one way, and then you have the opportunity to sit behind a mic and you do what you feel. When you're saying that somebody should box Nathan Campbell, you're inciting violence. Why would you want to go there? Huh? And then if a politician should go on the platform and say something like that, the same media would take them to task. Huh? If you have to control yourself, man, you can't get so antsy with this. We know where you are in terms of your support for the Labour Party and the government, and that's fine, because people will say that they know where Conrad OBrian is. He's supporting the PNP and so on. And it's par for the course. People can say anything, but to get into the fray and say who should get boxed and all those sort of things, you have you're a senior man in this business, man. You have to lift the bar, Cliff Hughes. You have to lift the bar. Don't show that level of desperation now. Because what? Nathan Campbell is really stepping on corn and waxing warm. Anyhow, we will talk more about that. But this morning I want to be a little bit nostalgic here. I want to be, sort of chronicle something, go back in time, and just share some things with our people here in Jamaica. And some of us weren't born, or some of us were babies and so on back in that time, But let's look at some situation here. In the 60s, it was said that the Jamaican economy grew exponentially we had 6, 7, 8% growth. But it was a time when our people were poorest of all. It's a time when Jamaica was chink and flea ridden. It's a time when people were sleeping and dry trash and guinea grass. Huh? And that was the time when the Jamaica Labour Party ruled the roost during that 60s there. So the people were under oppression. It was also during that period of time when operatives within the Labour Party, to include the Prime Minister, said the police should shoot first and ask questions after. It was also the time when Rastafarian was beaten in Coral Garden and shaved with glass bottles. So those are some of the dubious distinctions of the Jamaica Labour Party government within the 1960s. And that was why Michael Manley was heralded in to the politics so powerfully. You know, when the song was basically there back in the 60s and so on, leading into the 70s election, where they said everything crashed. You know, and everybody gone and strike down to the police and firemen too. They were also on strike because the situation here in Jamaica was so dastardly. Then come Michael Manley. Also, our people suffer from a high level of illiteracy. Michael Manley came in with a raft of social legislation. It was also a time when, you know, when you're born out of wedlock, you were nobody. You know, once you were born in marriage, you could not attain certain position, and your father could have the world, but you would be entitled to nothing because you was a bastard. Then come Michael Manley in the 70s with a raft of social legislation, as I said before, right? To include free education, no bastard, no day again. Maternity leave with pay, equal pay for women, and all of those things and so on. Jamal was also heralded in. So a lot of our elderly or older folks who were not able to read and write, they were able to. It was a time when Michael Manley and the PNP came up with a slogan, grow what you eat, plant what you eat, and grow what you eat. And you know, that slogan there, you know, plant what you eat and how it goes. And grow what you eat and plant what you eat. That kind of thing. It's kind of puzzling me a bit now, that the slogan there. But yeah, you all know what I'm talking about, right? That eat what you grow slogan there. That was in vogue with the People's National Party. It was also the time when, you know, the schools were basically put in place by Michael Manley, such as the Josemarte Technical High School, and so as a gift of the Cuban government. Also, the GC Foster College was also heralded in, that creates the quality coach that we have, that Jamaica is now a world power, that our local athlete can be trained right here in Jamaica. So those kind of things. So what I'm saying is that we saw at times when it was said that the economy was growing, but our people was at a lowest ebb, whether it is in their social life, their economic life, or their education life. And of course, the People's National Party with Michael Manley changed that in an appreciable way. It was a time when the Cold War was on. The communist bogey was in vogue, and of course, you know, high capitalism. And what happened during the 70s, Edward Seaga, who was the then leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, had a very close tie with the United States of America. And the CIA basically came into Jamaica, sabotaged Jamaica. And of course, a part of their dastardly act was to basically catch the Eventide Home afire and kill so many old people. That's documented now by the CIA, and the confession is there. So I'm not spreading any rumor talking about something now, but when I go so, it is there and documented. Then after that, you have after the 80s, of course, after the 70s there, leading into the 1980 election, where they said deliverance was coming, and we saw what happened there. Poverty for our people was also at a very high level. Unemployment was also at a high level back then, right? And then it come 1989 again, the PNP was called back to office to once again rescue the Jamaican people. And we saw PJ Patterson, where PJ now come and he create things like the Highway 2000, all of those things, such as the Tourism Enhancement Fund, the Drug for the Elderly program, build out the Mandeville Regional Hospital, a new hospital in Maypen, and all of those things happen. So the point I'm making is that every time that the Jamaican people benefited in an appreciable way is always the PNP government in office. And that is why the majority of Jamaicans said that when the PNP is in office, the massive basically benefit. Then we fast forward to 2008, when Bruce Bolden came into office. And he tried a few things there, but certainly what happened, the Jamaican economy basically declined by about 5 percentage points when the PNP took office in 2011. We had an IMF agreement. That IMF agreement was buzzard and busted to the point where the government of the day didn't even bother to take the test. And the PNP again was called up on in 2011 when the people of Jamaica gave Portia Simpson Miller a resounding victory of 42-21 when we had a competitive election, an election that you were able to go there and campaign and so on, and the people made their choice and gave Portia Simpson Miller 42 seats. When the PNP came into office, as I said before, there weren't any agreement in place, so Portia had to leave her house, her Christmas dinner, and jet off to Washington to engage the Black Caucus in America, headed by Maxine Walters, and they engaged Christine Lagarde, who basically was the head of the IMF at that time. And certainly their work are packed through. They basically said that Jamaica had to do the heavy lifting because the IMF agreement, what was in place before the government of Jamaica, then under the Jamaica Labour Party, botched that agreement. And what we saw was Peter Phillips and Portia Simpson Miller did a lot of heavy lifting, and they craft a proper standby agreement plan that Jamaica entered into, put in place things like EPOC and so on. So the economy was stabilized, and we started to see the downward payment of the debt and so on. Of course, the government changed in 2016, and because of those templates that were in place, this administration continued to put their hands on the wheel and pay down the debt. But guess what happened? They concentrate just basically and pay down the debt, while they should be doing two things simultaneously. That is paying down the debt and also have used some of the resources to build out the economy, such as infrastructure and so on. So we would not be suffering from the decadence in terms of our road or water supplies and poor condition in our schools and so on. But alas, Nigel Clark basically had a mission, so he wanted to pay down the debt, and of course he was rewarded with a job with the IMF. So I just wanted to put those things in context on the eve of an election when you will be going to the poll as to how you will place your vote. That's Conrad's take.
News Talk 93 FM.
We need a leader with a plan, and Mark is the man. time come. A progress we are deal with for the long run. With BNP the betterment must come.
The time by the People's National Party is...
The time on News Talk 93 FM is 9:30.
Property owners, pay your property tax arrears now. Visit your nearest tax office, Linstead Old Harbour and Spanish Town. Pay by cash, debit or credit card and take your TRN if you're paying by check. Property tax phase 4, street lights, garbage collection and disposal, parochial road rehabilitation and beautification. Contact your tax office or the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation at 876-984-3111 or 984-3112. Avoid legal actions. Pay your property taxes now.
You know the voices. Now, relive the moments.
Can I start by asking you a very simple question?
Yes, dear. Make it very simple.
I'm not your yesterday man, and I'm not Johnny lately. Already you are building the Jamaicas of the future.
We're ready at the University of the West Indies.
This university and the people of Jamaica are with us all the way through.
The University Archives and NT93 FM present Voices from the Archives. Weekdays at 12:30 p.m., Monday to Thursdays at 6 in the evening, and Sundays at 8 in the morning on News Talk 93 FM.
We will keep Jamaica clean. We also keep Jamaica clean. Keep Jamaica clean. Our duty to keep our island clean. Be to Kingston sidewalk and beach. Baggage, finish recycle it, please. Proper garbage disposal. We could do it. Keep Jamaica clean. Keep Jamaica. A message from the National Solid Waste Management Authority.
Empire Group of Companies is now in the heart of New Kingston to serve you better. At 31 Tobago Avenue, get Empire Stationery and Office Supplies, Empire Restaurant and Hotel Supplies, and Empire Med and Scientific Supplies. Free same-day delivery island-wide. Visit their showroom today. Call 876-906-1965-6 or WhatsApp 876-775-2277. Email empirestationery1@gmail.com.
News Talk 93 FM now provides a reminder to ensure your safety in the event of a hurricane this season.
When the hurricane threatens,
stock up on water and non-perishable foods. Refill prescriptions needed. Make sure you have emergency equipment in your home. These include water boots, raincoats, flashlights, batteries, portable radios, kerosene lamps, and matches. Have simple first aid equipment such as iodine, bandages, eye lotion, etc. at home. Fill your car with gas to avoid long lines after the hurricane. Also fill containers for portable generators. Park your car in a place that is safe from falling trees and utility poles. Turn off electricity from main switch 24 hours before the storm is expected to hit. Unplug major appliances.
That was a reminder for precautionary measures to ensure your safety in the event of a hurricane this season.
the following is paid for by the People's National Party.
Student loan debt should not hold back your future. The PNP government will cap loan payments based on your actual income. If you're not earning, you will not have to pay. Education will be a ladder to your future and the opportunity to succeed. I am Mark Golding, and Jamaica, time comes for a better life.
The proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party.
Are you looking for exceptional dental care? Then look no further, because Wellington Dental is here to serve you. We offer dental care for both adults and children. At Wellington Dental, we know that a visit to the dentist might be mind-boggling, but don't let that stop you from getting the dental care you need. We have trained therapists to help alleviate your anxiety and make you feel so relaxed. You feel like you're at home. Wellington Dental, located at 57 Wellington Street, Spanish Town. We look forward to serving you.
Hey, people, we don't want to hear the facts, the authentic facts. And the fireman Conrad OBrian, him of that luck. People, more fire, Mr. Conrad OBrian, more fire. Keep it blazing. Conrad OBrian, I say no more, this too much. OBrian, I say no more, this too much. Cause poverty line long Bentley book. We garrison area, them want fix up. Hey, more fire. Hey, fireman, Mr. Conrad OBrian, more fire. Keep it blazing.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.
Indeed. Welcome back to Straight Up right here in News Talk 93 FM with your host, Conrad OBrian, the fireman. We go up until 12 midday. It is your program. It's the day before Jamaica celebrates its 63rd independence or anniversary of independence. We were given this independence in 1962, the 6th of August in the year of our Lord. So, what do you have planned for tomorrow, being Independence Day? And how do you feel about Jamaica in its 63rd year of independence? And certainly we're in election year as well. And from all indication, we gather that the election should be announced in halfway three this Sunday coming. Wow. It's a lot of people are basically looking out for that. The People's National Party has been calling on Andrew Holness for a very long time. Say, call it, Andrew, call it. What will happen at the end of this hour? We're all waiting with bated breath. Hello, welcome, caller. Caller?
Hello, morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Not bad.
Yes.
I hear this brother Cliff is threatening to box. What name,
Dayton
Campbell. Yes, and I said that is so disrespectful for a radio man to be making certain utterances on radio like that. Is that they've been taking this thing personal?
I think it's very distasteful, sir. And listen, the fact of the matter is that, politicians, we can't have one knife that stick goat and another that stick sheep. The same knife must stick each of them. And in the media landscape, if a politician was on the platform and stated that politician, he or she would be taken to task. And certainly I believe that the media should be outraged and should tell Cliff Hughes that what he is doing is nonsense. Not because he is the owner of his station, so he feel he can say anything. But there are certain tenets that govern, and that's inciting of violence, sir. He shouldn't do it.
Exactly.
And he need to withdraw it, and he need to apologize.
Exactly. Because look at it now, Mr. Obi. You sometimes would be declared that you have a little favoritism for the PNP, but you accommodate people from the other side and you give them a chance to,
and also rebuke and run off people off of the program who are PNP supporters who come here and talk nonsense.
Exactly. You don't personalize the thing. You give everybody a free chance to speak and to get their ground open.
Cliff is basically showing his colors too much, and it also I beg the question: what is in this for him? What is in this for him?
A lot.
We heard where other media practitioners the other day came out and basically asking the question about the advertising spend, and certainly we know that about 70% of the government advertising spend goes to his station. So one can understand that, but even with that, be decent, man.
Right. Even with that, you are a radio personality, and you supposed to don't put yourself deep down so much. Even if you're benefiting from the outside broadcast and the money that is being spent, a large chunk with your station. But he's threatened because I feel like I'm going to lose. If the government change, I'm going to get all of these. My station going to lose money. And I think that is one of the main problems with Cliff Hughes, because he weighed heavily up on the government support. The time by the GLPs, this and all kind of something. So I think it was distasteful, man, and it need for change, because there's no way a politician have all the right to shout on their platform and speak loudly. That's their prerogative, because we're not free. Mr. Dayton Campbell is within his right to speak loudly on a political campaign and talk the things that he wants to talk, as long as he's not abusing people and cursing out anyone, So I feel this man Him is taking this, him show up him colors too much, you know, and somebody need to put him stop to this, including also the Prime Minister is a lot of violation regarding his uncertified with the IC, and it's as if they're going around it on the political campaign.
Well, there's no going around it, you know, sir. The fact of the matter is that Mr. Holness could basically hold up him hand little more and say he is clean. The fact is that he is on the investigation for illicit enrichment by the body that is so instructed here in Jamaica that he basically put those commissioners in place and so forth. They're saying that, listen, they need much more better and further particular to certify him. And this is not just for 1 year. It's not just for 2 years. It is 4 years now. And Prime Minister, it doesn't look good. And as Peter Espeut said, you know, that even Christian must take those things into consideration. And is that something that you really want to cast your vote for a man who is offered? Mr. Holness should not be on the ballot, sir. And the other 12 who we don't know who they are, they should be identified and they should not be on the ballot either. All right?
But Mr. Obi, who gonna stop them? What's gonna happen?
Well, nothing. Well, we don't have any. The only thing that can stop them, because from all account, it shows now that, listen, those persons are on the Jamaica Labour Party side. So the only thing that can stop them, the people of Jamaica who are on the voters list, those who live in Jamaica and those who are overseas who have a vote, is to turn out at the polling station and vote in droves and send a strong message and have a change of government. That's the only way it will stop. And we will basically be able, and Mark Walden said that he will be moving legislation to look at the change the present scenario with the gag clause with the IC. So by virtue of that, we'll now be able to hear who are those people, because certainly we're not going to get that information, it don't seem, before we go to the poll. From all indication, we will be at the poll by the 3rd of next month, certainly. You know? We are there. Okay. Thanks a lot, sir. I have to take a couple more during this segment. Let's see.
Yeah, man.
All right, good. All right. My listeners, I'm inviting you. We are also up live on the Make We Talk YouTube channel as well. Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. I am going to switch from my Facebook page over to a TikTok page, to Conrad OB TikTok page. So you can pick me up on the TikTok page, and also we're up on the Make We Talk YouTube channel. Of course, we're up on the 93.3 FM band, and also go and download the News Talk 93 FM app. So many avenues, not a reason for you not to listen to yours truly, Conrad OBrian, the fireman who burns as per usual. Let's take the calls. Hello, welcome, caller. Listen to yours truly, Conrad OBrian, the fireman. Let's take the calls. Hello, welcome, caller.
Hi, Conrad. Morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, Conrad. You know something? You see, talking about the utterances of Mr. Hughes. You know, say Mr. Hughes is saying that the money that whatever the Prime Minister is being cited for is like, I know nothing. Is a mere drop in the bucket for somebody that has been in politics for 2 decades. You know, said that Mr. Hughes is endorsing over by station. You know, hear it. Yeah, can you imagine? Must say,
the people must put Cliff in the same bucket, you know, and so on, and people can basically revolt against him as well. It is certainly downright and out of order.
And then say, like, a mere $1 million, because I guess it's Jamaican dollars that, the Prime Minister is being cited for. So him convert it and say it's a mere $1 million. How many Jamaicans will ever see a mere $1 million in their lifetime? And what Mr. Hughes is not saying is that when public officials, when money when monies cannot be accounted for. Because I'm trying to choose my words carefully, Conrad.
Well, I'll say this. I believe that the gentleman is a letdown, and we must ask the question: why would you want to support any government? Why would I, Conrad OBrian, if Mark Golden, let's say I'm supportive of Mark Golden, why would I want to take side with Mark Golden when his financials cannot be certified and he is seen in that light? I couldn't do it. My conscience would not allow me. But maybe I'm from a different breed, eh? Hello?
Yeah, good.
Yes.
I remember, you know, Conrad, when the first time when the Prime Minister had the run-in with the unsigned predated letters, you know, Mr. Hughes was adamant, you know, that the Prime Minister need to resign and come back as and violate the Constitution, you know. That's how he was, you know. And then we know why still. But no, man, you can't make it so blatant, man. Come on. You saying that not wrong with what the integrity, something that this Prime Minister put in place for for clarity.
Well, put it this way, but let's be clear on that. What happened? We have the Contractor General before. All the legislation were drawn for it to change to the IC, the integrity by the former People's National Party government, of which Mark Golden basically remind us that he was the person who crafted a lot of these legislation because he was the Justice Minister. But of course, we have a change of government, and it fell in Andrew's lap now to basically name the commissioners and so on, and to basically put it into action. So it came into being under his watch, and all of a sudden, because they don't take side with him, and he hasn't gotten a favorable result from them based on the information that they are picking up, you are going to basically hit out on the body and say all sorts of things. Marie, call me back later. Let me take a few more in this segment. All right? Buzzing. You can call me back later. Let's take a few in this segment. Let's continue to take the calls. All right, but these are things that we have to be outraged about. We need to run a proper country. We have youngsters who are watching what's taking place. Hello, welcome, caller.
Good morning, Conrad.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Gray. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, man, giving thanks to the Lord, boy, and reading and seeing what's going on in the world and in Jamaica, you know, politics and the happenings, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, Conrad, I'm saying, date and just a comment about it. Maybe I can't be saying belligerent, you know, treating people with the people.
Let's put it this way, Mr. Gray. The fact of the matter is that Dayton Campbell is an independent young man. He's a brilliant young man. He's a medical doctor. He also holds a law degree. And I'm sure that he can go to the bar, to Norman Manley Law School anytime and basically drawn to the bar if he so chooses, right? He is holding no punch. He is hitting very hard. And I can tell you, he's hitting very hard where it hurts.
Yes, speaking spiritedly and matter-of-factly, pointedly. An arrogant person, you can't say nothing bad about them or malicious or anything. It's a difference between belligerence and giving a spirited speech. You know? Full of the spirit, the blood and the fire and the water, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. And then again, we could talk about the old bus then. We should have them as them around the country. The $7 bag. You know, them address it now.
Sir. Another abuse of taxpayers' money, sir. Another big abuse.
Yes, sir. It is when they could have got new bus, but I already just the figures
all over the place and so on, using the buses, the old buses.
Yeah, I can't say with that, but not just the figures again already, you know, Conrad. So that it will going to be 52 buses available to start September 8th from last weekend if you listen what he uttered Saturday and Sunday. You understand that he said cut by half an hour, but he still support the 52 now for 53 routes. You know that I go for 52 but I go run 53 routes. And then we said 52 bus now will carry 350,000 children September morning. That's the election I go run before school opening. I tell you.
All right, Mr. Gray. Thanks. You can call
I'm the man to take and I'm Mr. Jamaica after Independence Day, Conrad.
All right, go ahead.
Because we have independence, you know? And as a people, one of the most defining moments to me of Andrew Oldham's administration is SOE. And JP preaching no SOD and emancipation and the amount of people. And I'm talking about chain. Like on a white man bus off a chain with women SOE and Angela for the Saudi. One putting out child children closest it. Have a blessed day. Wonderful day.
Okay, thanks. All right, so trying to share this first half an hour with as many people as possible. So just bear with me, just make your point quick and move on. Hello, welcome, caller.
Hey, morning, Obi.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Marsh?
I'm there. So, what the word where Cliff use?
Well.
No, honestly.
Well, him say basically data and Campbell need a box. Somebody must name a box.
That's what Cliff Hughes said.
Yes. I have the clip. I'm going to play the clip late sometime during the program.
I wonder where Cliff Hughes should I get. Like our Data and Campbell should I get a box. Where him should I get? Maybe a stool or something another this sort.
No,
but let me tell you.
No, don't promote George right behavior around here.
And it's not for Tana. It's only for Cliff Hughes he should get. Tana is a decent girl, right? So I don't want nobody to get it mixed up. But let me ask you something. How long me I tell you about George Davis, Cliff Hughes, and Nationwide? You just come home? Look how long me I tell you about them people. Long. Till sometime you know I did defend them.
Yes.
Right? You see it. It's what it comes to.
Well, you know, sir.
Mark Golden, a couple of days, did say that the media in Jamaica sell out. Where the Dashan Hendricks, where Cliff Hughes did call that time there, where the Gary Allen there, where the Dean Jackson Miller there, where the all of them there, where the O'Brien Chang them, where them there, where all of them there, did there. You know what the music is? Where them there. All of a sudden them gone silent. I just want Cliff Hughes to understand that a new government is coming.
Well,
and I need to say no more.
Thank you, Marsha. Shortly back later. Let me take two more before my break in this segment, if I can. All right? Good. Well, certainly the people are outraged with some of the things that are taking place in the country. And, we don't need to add flames to the fire with saying certain things and so on, irrespective of our political preference. Hello, welcome, caller, especially when we have position of responsibility and should be helping to mold the fabric in a particular way. Hello, caller.
Greetings, King.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Well, give thanks and praises to life, nothing.
Yes, this sounds like the herbal man.
Good. This is King Yashua, the Aram Lotaya, the son of man.
Yes.
And Conrad.
It's a joy to have you, sir.
Mr. Brian,
yes,
I've been going to here and I travel base right now because I hear some things, I see some things going on in my country that is not right.
Yes.
When I say they are not right, they are not right. When you have a prime minister who cannot be certified as a government of a country, he must not be trying to run for election when they cannot be certified him. That's the first thing. Second, when you have a prime minister go to a court and ask the judge to cross out enrichment because he don't want the public to know, then that's wrong. Third thing, when you take taxpayer money and you do all kind of evil with it, because Jamaican politicians then get
Miss Besesa over in Trinidad, right? The president, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Come now. Prasad, right? She said that she's moving away from politicians or ministers of government, given houses to live in, that the taxpayers of the country have to be paying their bills. I think that is something that we here in Jamaica need to look at.
Yeah,
why a man should have a house? You have your house in a town, in a Kingston, and you left your house in a Kingston and go to a government house and your house there. For what? Huh?
This is what I'm saying to you, Conrad.
Cut out these things.
This is what I'm saying to you. Jamaican, I never forgot. I said one person spend, wow, 10,000 US for one birthday cake. 10,000 US, you know.
I don't remember one birthday cake. Certain. Remember the topsy-turvy cake there, yes.
And come back again. When we looking at the condition of Jamaica, Conrad, this is the wickedest thing we ever see. Most of Jamaican people are worth 100 US a week. 3,000 for bus here, 3,000 for lunch money, and 3,000 gone in a tax. And 9 from 16. That's 7 left. Remember, food no buy yet, rent no pay, light bill, water, you know, get to go back to school yet. Now graduation time, I'm back to school. And all I do is expense. I come out of that money. And most of the people when we sit down there, government getting millions per month for their salary. And poor people getting only 7,000 a month. A week. So when you take up the salary at Jamaica,
16,000 a week.
Yeah, but the 16,000 then I get it. Can remember, so them have to pay bus here out and lunch money. From company take out tax.
I see where you are. But I tell you this, and you listen to me, so you hear me talk about these two ladies that I know live in Clarendon. They were working down in Maypen at a restaurant. They have to leave the job. Because what they recognize is that at the end of the week, they were subsidizing the job because the $16,000 just could not suffice. So this is an argument that people, and that is why, sir, the poverty level, the real poverty in Jamaica is much higher now than it was before.
Thank you very much. I'm glad somebody sees like me. Why? Because me see one person come out and say poverty down in Jamaica. Me ask him, I wish in our country them at all. Wish in the country crime down. Because Jamaica crime no down. Jamaica poverty no down. Jamaica poverty and crime turn up. Remember the World International find Jamaica the second highest country in crime. Jamaica getting the lowest salary. Remember $2 something a US them I get. $2 something US a hour. I know what you that.
Yeah, man.
The teacher can't get a good salary. The nurse, the lawyer, the doctor, everybody. No, you have so many people graduate from college this year and university school. But you make like a doctor, pathologist. You have to wait 3 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months to get your dead person for buried. Because Jamaica do not have enough pathologists. They do not have enough medical doctors. Right now, Jamaica people are so sick more than anybody else in our world. Why? The GMO food they're eating, the fertilizer food they're eating, the chemicalized food they're eating, and those that take the vaccine cause a serious complication of health problem in their body. And these people walking around and don't even know that they get tricked. Because the vaccine is not something to protect them. It was a bioweapon.
Well, you know, my brother, what happened? Let's be happy that, when I say be happy, let's recognize that we still have what is called a democracy, and an election is in the offing. And all of the things that you just enumerated are things that people should look at. I want to say thanks to you for this stint. I'm actually coming up to the break at this moment.
No problem. Life is love, love is life. I'm protecting ourselves. Jamaican people, I get a vision this morning, protect for the earth.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. All right, let's go to the 10 o'clock break.
News Talk 93.
This year are the victory here. What the progress people them there? They want to see every hand in the ear. Tell him to call it and you know call
land we love. Comrades, look. Nigga, you don't have no water. All the tourists in Nigga have water, but you, the citizens, don't have water. When you move from Nigga, you move into the Sheffield Division. Half old and have no water either. Nigga people don't have no post office. You have to go all the way to Little London to collect economy. Under your next member of parliament, those days will come to an end in Nigga for the people of Nigga. Work at the hotel. As Bob Marley said, coming in from the cold. This party under this leader when bringing the contract workers from the cold. If you work 3 months in an hotel, they're not supposed to send you home and break you for 2 weeks and send you to come back to work. Those days is going to come to an end under the People's National Party.
We have a leader and a team in the People's National Party who have said that we are here to restore hope and to give you a future. I want to zoom in specifically on the future because the other side keeps looking back. We don't look back and forward, we are looking. And this is what we want to do for you and your families.
Who were non-Protestant or non-religious. Supporters of the legislature.
And when we talk about education, we have said that we want to focus on primary and early childhood education because we see the statistics, too many of our children are struggling and no people abandoned. So we want to ensure that we give them the support and the right starting life. When we talk about education, we want to ensure that when you send your children to school, they can get their vocational and skill training so that they can get a job and earn what they need to earn.
Comrades, it's been a wonderful day, 2 days in fact, touring Jamaica. Everywhere we go, we are well received by the people. They're happy to see us, the energy is high, and everybody's looking forward to whenever Andrew call it, or if we don't call it, the Constitution will call it for him. It must come and it's coming soon. Comrades, we have a great deal of work to do. Help build back Jamaica and rescue Jamaica. Because right now Jamaica is in a malaise, it's in a stagnant situation. The economy is not growing, times hard and rough, and people are looking for hope. They want to see a new and better way forward. Comrades mentioned the reform that we introduced in 2015 when I designed the ganja legislation and brought it to Parliament. We were decriminalizing personal use of ganja, so nobody could get harder.
The Coast Guard has released its final report.
Or a jar weed or a chalice. Increasing agriculture as an important pillar of the economy. A pillar of the economy which has been treated somewhat as a focus over the years. But in this era of global food insecurity and climate change must be uplifted to a new level. And that is why we plan to establish an Agricultural Development Fund. We're going to be taking some of the money that is earned from the taxes on imported food that we already collect, putting that in a discrete and separate fund for the farmers, managing it well, and enabling them to get access to credit, access to finance through the PC banks, better farm roads, storage facilities, including cold storage. We want the farmers to be successful in this country because farming is critical to the future of the nation. $1 a year for the creative and cultural industries because that's our industry and our sector where Jamaica shines internationally. Brand Jamaica built on the power of our music industry over the years. We want to give them support so they can build their craft and build their business around music. So we're going to set aside $1 billion a year for that sector, not just music either. Anything artistic, you could be doing pottery,
today
you
is
could be
the
doing fine art, you could be doing carving, whatever it may be, it's the culture and creative industries. That $1 billion fund will be in place to help you move ahead with your business and help to grow Brand Jamaica and grow the economy of the country.
March, we are march, 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 march.
The beach access issue
is a vexed issue in the country. Because of the way in which our tourism industry has developed, there have become many enclaves where the best beaches are not accessible to the people. And sometimes these are beaches which our people have enjoyed recreationally and as fishermen and so on for many years, going back decades. It cannot be right, and it is not right that our people are being excluded from the beautiful beaches of the land of this country. So we, the People's National Party, intend to deliver beach access in every parish of this country so our people can have access to the beaches of this land. We intend to do it in harmony with the hotel sector. We're not here to fight anybody. We'll see the importance of the sector. We will work with the sector, but the sector has to work with the people too. And the role of the government is to defend the people and defend the rights of the people. And if necessary, we will invoke legislative measures because we see the need to ensure our people have access to beaches in every parish. We're not come for fight nobody. We believe in love for the labor rights because they're Jamaicans too. But we have passion and we are committed to lifting our country and taking it forward. That is why we are blood and fire, comrades. Comrades, are you ready for Ryan Simpson? Are you ready for the People's National Party? Are you ready for Marky G as your Prime Minister? You're so...
And I hear they start this morning with some scripture. So current leader, I want to start off with a scripture today because Romans 8 verse 37 says that we are more than conquerors in all these things. And comrades, we are going to conquer Jamaica. We are going to rescue Jamaica. We are going to ensure that the people of Jamaica have a better life. And so we want to start with agriculture. We want to ensure that our farmers have better life. And so we are going to bring in the agricultural development fund that the farmers can get grants so that money can go into the PC bank so farmers can get the machineries that will help them to plow the land. We're going to ensure that there is $9 billion that is put aside, that there's a farm school feeding program, that every child that go to school will get a hot meal, and that your member of parliament will call all the schools around and say, I need your meal plan that the farmers can now prepare.
Good afternoon, Mr. Floyd Green. Flaggerman, the whole Jamaica. Listen to me, man. Mr. Floyd Green promised me water from the first term I'm going at it. Me give me first X to get the water, a Flaggerman, and I will not get no water.
Yes, Mr. Floyd Green. You must farming, Flaggerman. The year that you come into breakdown, irrigation water in shorting. But Danny give water already. But he didn't come to Flaggerman, come breakdown for water. If only people once, can't fully people them twice.
Danny Buck already have given Chartil irrigation water already. So what about Flaggerman? Flaggerman he promised how long? For the first time he went see I give irrigation. The second time now, not irrigation. The third term now, when you are gonna lose, I know you can come give irrigation. Floyd Green you can't fool nobody again. Nobody who have sense.
We need water. Last week I stopped one truck for water. And you know then tell me say you have to have name pan list and labor to that trunk fund. I can't get no water. Mr. Flag you don't need the water. You know we don't know fool again, we don't idiot. We need water, sir.
Them of them one get it. Fertilizer. I see 2 bus come here last night. Round here, they must have drop off money and things. And at them when I get to nobody else down get it beside them. And you did them 9 years, almost 10 years. And now when election I will call you come break ground. Go with that, you don't want to see you. Watch it.
And of course, we burns here because we basically deal with the fire as the purification, right? We speak truth to power no matter who the guy is. And of course, let me just remind you that it is the 5th day of August 2025. The fires are in vogue today, and certainly 25. The fives are in vogue today, and certainly, tomorrow will be the celebration of the 63rd anniversary of Jamaica's independence here. All right? And we bask in that. Of course, we have quite a few things to celebrate. There have been many things that we, would have wanted to achieve by now, but certainly, we won't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Of course, in our 63rd year, corruption looms large in the country, and that is something that we must all be concerned about. I have that clip that I will play later on in the program. Because I think that, Cliff Hughes should not be saying that somebody needs to grab a big man one side and shot him a box. Come on, man. They don't do that. Hello. We're at this type segment of the program where we go to our spotlight guest. It's of course we have been, talking to the candidates for the upcoming election. I've tried to get a few on the JLP side, unsuccessful so far. So we have those on the PNP side. Yesterday we had Andreen up there in northeastern St. Catherine. Today we have the man out of West Kingston. My friend, my brother, let me declare that. Bunny Witter, a man in whom I am well pleased, always there with the people, and certainly a humble soldier, a man who really understands the lay of the land. Without further ado, let me welcome Bunny Witter, the candidate for the People's National Party for Western Kingston. He will be up against the local government minister, Desmond McKenzie. Hi, Bunny, how are you doing? Welcome to Straight Up, sir. Bunny?
Thank you very much. Come, Mr. Conrad.
Yeah, man. How are you? Yes. All is well?
Yeah, all is well. It's a pleasure being on your show.
Yeah. And Bunny, you sound a little bit far. I don't know if you have me on speaker, so I'm not, coming through with the punches.
You're hearing me better now?
Go ahead. Let's try. Yes, Bunny. Bunny? Losing Bunny. Bunny. Let's see. All right. Mr. Witter, candidate for Western Kingston for the People's National Party. Have a little bit of issue there. Please type and send me the message. I'm trying to have my guest in line now is Bunny Witter. So I'm talking to him. All right. Let's see if we can get that Mr. Witter here on the grid. Hear what's going on. Mr. Witter?
Yeah, you hearing me now?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Go ahead. Good.
Yeah, I was saying a big shout out to your listeners, and thank you for having me on the program.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. You're most welcome, Bunny. All right. So, Bunny, the election certainly is upon us in earnest. As a matter of fact, from all indication, we gather that it could be announced this Sunday coming in halfway tree. How prepared are you for this one, Bunny?
Sunday or Saturday?
Yes. One day, Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Saturday, yes? But before we get into that, Bunny, just remind Jamaican people who is the Bunny Witter. Just give us a slight background of who is the man Bunny Witter.
Oh, well, Bunny Witter is just a humble guy from humble beginning. I grew up, grew up in West Kingston.
Okay, so you're a true out and out West Kingston man.
Yeah.
All right, great. Bunny, there are many constituencies, and I'm sure that people may have basically express interest in you going elsewhere and so on. For some people, you know, they would say, boy, West Kingston is a daunting task. You know, people would say, boy, that one is almost penciling for the Jamaica Labour Party even before the first ballot is called and so on. Why you stay within that constituency? Why you stay with them? Because I think this is your, what, third time going?
Someone have to represent the party within these constituencies, and you don't have to be a member of parliament to serve your country or serve your party.
Yes.
It's not about self-preservation of power. It's about serving the people. So you don't really have to go out there to fight for your constituency to sit in parliament to serve. You can serve the country in various capacities without being a member of parliament.
And certainly, Bunny, as you said, somebody have to represent. And in your constituency of West Kingston there's a great pocket of people who support, or a great body of people rather, who support the People's National Party. I remember when I was growing up, and you know, when you talk about places like Hannahtown, Matthews Lane, and so on, those were bedrock of the People's National Party that has a huge population there. And I don't know, has that changed, Bunny, or it remains the same?
It remains the same, you know. Like I said, history never lies. It only repeats itself.
Yes. Good.
So these pockets remain the same. And the People's National Party is alive and well within West Kingston. And it's always a pleasure for me to serve the PNP within this constituency.
Good. The other day, Bunny, you know, of course, you know, most things, if not everything, you know, is really beam across the world, not just in Jamaica. And I was pleasantly, I don't know if I should say surprised, but indeed I said to myself that, whoa, the people of Western Kingston will not be outdone. Because I saw where you had a meeting there. I think I saw the chairman for Region 3, Mr. Garden, and there were other persons there who, Steve McGregor, I think, was also there as well. And, you know, the people were so jubilant, and you had a very, very good show in Bunny. So, as you said that, you know, irrespective of how the result will go, your constituency there of Western Kingston and the People's National Party side is quite exciting, and the people are energetic, eh?
It's like a culture that when people hear West Kingston, they only think about the JLP.
Yes.
And you know, when them come into town, and when them say some orange paraphernalia around, they will say, but I thought West Kingston was full of JLP. So that's the time when them realize they are PNP, and PNP is in West Kingston.
I'm happy you mentioned that, Bunny, about the paraphernalia, because there are certain kind of demarcation. Are you saying that within Western Kingston, certainly within the market district, in that area, that because various people come into downtown Kingston, which is a big part of Western Kingston, the Coronation Market area and so on. Are you saying that when people walk into that area, come into that area, they will see a billboard for Bunny Witter and certainly orange paraphernalia there?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So you're putting your best foot forward, Bunny. But listen, Bunny,
we always put our best foot forward. We always put our best foot forward. Good. You know what, people? If we go back, you know, like I said, the PNP won West Kingston many years ago. The PNP lost West Kingston to the late Edward Thiago.
And it's good that you put that forward, Bunny, because many people don't realize that at one time West Kingston was in the hands of the People's National Party.
Of the People's National Party. You know, some of the things that we lack is that we don't really teach the history, or we don't speak about the history.
Yes.
So many people don't know where you are coming from, so they won't know where you are going. It's just like a tree without a root can't stand. So I think that is one of the things that many of us don't understand today, that there are many seats that you say the GLP control was controlled by the PNP.
Bunny, let me put this to you. You know, as I said at the opening, that a lot of people basically write off a Bunny Witter even before the first ballot cast, you know. So yeah. you're in a difficult position. Maybe even to get finances from the business community. Maybe your party even don't really push out for you as hard as they can. How difficult it is for a candidate like yourself who are basically be seen in that light from day one. How difficult it is for you to garner resources and really to continue to motivate your troops.
You know, them say the proof of the pudding is in the tasting of the pudding. And I believe that the comrades, myself in West Kingston, are some of the most loyal PNP and comrades to the People's National Party. And I say that without any apology.
Yes. And Bunny.
At times,
sorry, go ahead.
At times, we are up against the GLP. And some of the time you might feel that you're up against your own.
Wow.
Because when you walk into a circle of PNP people and them look at you and call you a loser, you know how humiliated that feels to you? When the GLP say you're a loser, and they don't come down with you because that is your point.
Yes.
But when you own, when you tile and come home, you need to be comfortable.
But some people would say, Bunny, that you know, it's somewhat of the reality because people are saying that, boy, not even a million years.
It's not of the reality. It's a way of lack of respect. It's when you don't have respect for your individual, you behave that.
Okay, I understand.
When you're a team player, you have the back of all of your team. You don't heal one and discard the other. He's a member of the team.
You know, Mr. Witter, I look through, and trust me, every single day, my phone ring off the hook. You know, various person would call me up and say, listen, Conrad, I want to come on, I want to come on and so on, and I will be in touch with members of the comms department of the party who will send me the candidates and so on. And I looked through the whole thing and I said to myself that, you know, I am going to do what some people believe that is unconventional. I am not going to treat Bunny any less on any other candidate, and hence I made the decision that I am going to have you as my spotlight guest, as I would have the opposition leader himself, you know. So I understand where you're heading.
And I will tell you one thing, you know, Mr. O'Brien.
Yes.
As you mentioned, the leader of the opposition and the president of the PNP, he's a very exceptional person. He does not look down on none of us. And he leaves none of us behind.
Good.
He walks with me in West Kingston.
Wow. One would think that would be far. You're saying that the party leader actually come and show you that level of appreciation and walk with you in West Kingston.
He walks with me in West Kingston.
It's good.
So It's a man down to earth.
Yes.
It's a man who believes that all are equal and must be treated with respect.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why
mm-hmm.
you can see where the wind is blowing at this time.
Excellent. No, Bunny, let us zero in on some things, because there must be things that you are concerned about and things that you want to point out in that constituency of West Kingston. A few months ago, you know, it was basically on the news that people in the Denham Town area were walking over raw sewage to go into their homes. You know,
well,
go ahead.
That is correct. And if you go by where North Street here, them have a zone where the soldiers camp, you will realize the garbage and the sword that the soldiers have to sit over and enjoy for the whole day, whole night.
Where our soldiers are?
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
When you look at West Kingston, the market district, and you look at the garbage pile up and the member of parliament,
is the minister of local government?
Minister of local government and in charge of the national solid waste.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of people believe that is the council supposed to be cleaning the city.
Yes.
So a lot of people would blame the KSMC for the garbage not moving and the garbage piling up. Not knowing that is the national solid waste. And the member of parliament for West Kingston is the person that is in charge.
Yes. Yes. Excellent point there, Bunny. What are some of the other issues that you think the people of West Kingston, you know, are suffering from right now, Bunny, that you want to highlight and say, listen?
You know, one of the differences, you know, when a member of parliament becomes a member of parliament and play the yellow, the orange, and the green color, then what you do, you tribalize that constituency. So it can never grow because people grow up to hate each other.
My God. You're correct.
You starve one side and you feed one side. So you create a
wedge.
A wedge. And you create where people have to go in the jungle to survive.
Animosity.
And if you put a man in the desert, he's going to survive. You might not like his method of how he survived, but he's not going to just give up and die.
That is true.
And that is some of the things that if I become the member of parliament for West Kingston, we'll have to about all of those things and remember that we are the member of parliament for West Kingston. We represent every person in West Kingston, whether they vote or don't vote. That is our responsibility to ensure that every person have a chance in life. I don't see that playing from the current member of parliament.
Yes.
And anyone can come and tour the market district, and when you finish tour, then you tell me if you're satisfied with it, and then you tour the communities around, and then you tell me if you are satisfied. Because one thing, you know, history does not lie.
Yes.
And seeing is believing.
Correct.
When I speak, you will say I am speaking from the point of a PhD.
Bunny, I want to ask you another question, but I'm going to take you for 2 minutes on the other side. Let me go to the 10:30 break. Hold the line. We're talking to Bunny Witter, the candidate for the PNP for Western Kingston. Suka.
Daryl Bar, you and
Floyd Green and Colonel Charles Jr. and Fairval and Dana Morris and Matthew Samuda. Who going to stick with the evil? Who going to stick with them thief ya? Who going to stick with the thief them Jamaica? Who going to stick with them scammer ya? And as a matter of fact, Daryl, what do you mean by people bad mind? Daryl, what do you mean by people bad mind? Bad mind you for what? You have no good antecedents for people to bad mind you on. Your history is not one where anyone would have wanted to bad mind you, Daryl. I'm asking you again, what is there to bad mind when our hospitals are like chicken coops? What is there to bad mind when our water is filled with E. coli and shit and dirty water? People can't drink healthy water again. What is there to bad mind when the road them full of pothole? What can go so? What is there to bad mind? We can't bad mind, you know. Jamaica needs to be rescued. Jamaica needs to be rescued, Daryl. From you, Wellness Clan, Vast Clan, Charles Clan, all of them sort of clan there. I want not done. You think Jamaica want to stick with a politician? One ex-politician, what's money? $20 million another company. Media can say, all the people then. Hi to God! We need your divine intervention! We're tired of the labor rights! So when I see you come, Daryl, we're tired of the murderer over the Labour Party. We're tired of the rapists them and the pedophiles and the sex offenders in the Labour Party. We're tired of the scammers them. We're tired of the chopper them. We're tired of the you know what? Jamaica, we're not tired of them. I want to ask you. We're tired of the woman beater them. So when you go talk about stick to the evil where you know, I want to tell you, I can't stick with a government that has not built one school in 9 years. I can't stick with a government that hides the water sampling from its people because they know that the E. coli is in the water. Why do you think the Harmony Beach in Montego Bay can't be open? Because it is filled with E. coli. But we understand so your vocabulary is limited to bad mind. Because you and your wife, when it comes down to the vocabulary and the lexicon, you don't really understand that, you know.
You can trust that when you send me to Parliament, you not have a bench warmer or a table knocker, but you have a champion who is ready to serve you. And so I do not have to ask, but I know no one me ask anyway. Northwest St. Anne, are you ready? See the signal waving in the sky. Reinforcements now appearing. Victory, victory, victory.
This year are the victory here. What the progress people them there? The ones see every hand in the ear.
St. Anne, and you can trust that when you send me to Parliament, you not have a bench warmer or a table knocker, but you have a champion who is ready to serve you. And so I do not have to ask, but I know no one me ask anyway. Northwest St. Anne, are you ready?
and with my guest, Bunny Witter. Bunny Witter out of West Kingston, a man who is born and bred in the constituency and certainly offering himself to represent the people down there. He is a standard bearer for the People's National Party, and certainly Bunny is not seeing himself as an underdog at all. He is seeing himself as an equal partner in this. And, you know, sometimes things are shocking. When Portia Simpson Miller became Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Andrew, I think it is, certainly no one thought that she could have attained that feat. So here is a Bunny Witter. So, you know, I would not be writing him off at all. And with the wind blowing, you never know what could happen down there in that constituency of Western Kingston. Bunny? Mr. Witter?
Huh?
Yeah. Mr. Witter?
Yeah, you're not hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. Yes, sir. So thanks for holding. But Bunny, let's just move quickly. What is your vision for the people of Western Kingston?
My vision for the people of West Kingston is a better way of life. You know, where you have peace. A person can live his dream. A place where you can raise family and do business and live.
Good.
Equality, security, work opportunity, moving all of those red tape obstacles that you come from the inner city, so nobody not going to employ you, because we need to get away all of that stigma and change the narrative and stop talking about ghetto.
Yes.
And, you know, the downgrading.
Fancy faces saying Portia love Bunny. And also where somebody is saying that, listen, you are in West Kingston for a long time. You deserve a chance, Bunny. So quite a bit of fan club here you're developing on the program this morning. A lot of people are rooting for you, Bunny. So those are basically lofty ideas, Bunny, and I think that's what we need for Jamaica. And you are saying that West Kingston people no less, so you want that for them.
Yeah. We're tired of the young people being, whether killed by them own, killed by police, or being locked up. There got to be another way.
Yes.
We have to have a massive educational program, a massive reset of mind and cultural thinking. It can't be just business as usual.
How is that in the constituency now, Bunny, the whole crime and violence? How things there now? You know, the government will be boasting and want us to believe that everything is hunky-dory. What's going on?
You see the difference with it, whether the gun fire or it don't fire. People live in fear. People just believe you can get up tomorrow morning and you wake up in a barrack. So that you got to, if you need to get the crime under control, you got to get the fear out of people. People have to feel free that I can go to Coronation Market without fear or favor.
Yes.
The man round that I must say, I can come out to North Parade without fear or favor. You got to take away the fear. You got to take away the imaginary boundary lines out of people's head. People that grew up in these areas have an imaginary boundary line in their head.
Yes.
You can't see, but they see.
Yeah.
And they know that you don't cross those lines. So even when the shot not firing, they know you don't cross those lines. You got to take away that fear from people and those imaginary things. Then you will know that you are succeeding in getting crime down. But when a man still lives in fear, you can't prove to him that crime is down because he's scared.
Yes, the fear factor is still there. Bunny, my final question. My final question to you this morning, Bunny. Desmond McKenzie, he's a long-standing councillor, he was the mayor, long-standing member of parliament, now minister of government, 9 years on the trot. what's the relationship with you and him? And there are areas in the constituency that support the People's National Party. Is there an open line that you can call Mr. Mackenzie and say, listen, my people here need some help, and he respond in a positive way? You have that relationship?
No, we don't have that relationship.
My God. That's not good, buddy.
When we see each other, we might have a conversation, but that's where it is.
So you find that the area that is deemed to be PNP in the constituency is neglected and not given much attention?
That's the problem.
Wow.
And then, if you see the member of parliament come and try to do a project in the PNP, in West Kingston, when I say the PNP side, what they try to do is do a project, and then if it's something you want to paint, you make sure that you paint the whole thing green. So it's a sort of provocation. So, as I said, we have to be truthful to ourselves.
Yes.
If either we're doing things for the people or we're doing things because of the political will.
You're just playing politics.
We are playing the politics. And one thing I don't do is play politics with people's lives.
Good. Bunny, obviously your name will be on the ballot. And of course, you're not ruling out yourself, because it would be foolhardy for you to basically join with who are calling you a loser. So you're offering yourself.
If I didn't have faith that one day probably I can bring it home, then I wouldn't be doing it.
Absolutely. So, Bunny, in 30 seconds, make a pitch to the people of Denham Town, Valley Gardens, or Matthews Lane, popular called Matthews Lane, and all the communities in Western Kingston. Make a pitch to them and your plea for them on election day.
Well, I would say to them, if we need to change the cycle of where we are, end the generational poverty, educate our people, create the future for the generation that is there to come, then I would say give Bunny Witter a chance to be a member of parliament. That will bring that change that we all want, and that equality. And I will be doing so with honesty, humble humility, with integrity and discipline.
Thanks.
I will also listen to the needs of the people. I will be creating community-based organization where we work with every community to deal with them and the problem community by community, and to bring harmony and a long and everlasting peace and development to West Kingston.
Thanks a lot, Bunny. Bunny Witter there, the PNP standard bearer for Western Kingston. All the best, my friend, and God bless you. Take care.
Thank you very much, Conrad OBrian.
Yeah, man. Respect you. Yeah. All right? Okay, all the best there. Of course, Bunny is so accustomed to addressing the meetings and say comrade. So, he's struggling with himself to say Mr. O'Brien. And from time to time, it used interchangeably Comrade O'Brien. But it's par for the course. That's how it goes. All right? So, Madam Producer, what are you saying? What are you saying over there? All right. Well, let's go back to the phone line. We'll take a few calls, and we're seeing QB over there in Canada. QB is saying, a man I know very well. All right, Bunny. So persons are basically weighing in there. We have a short clip, a very short clip. my listeners bringing it to my attention and talking about it and so on. And I believe it's quite a disgusting thing for a senior broadcaster to be saying. This can be interpreted as inciting violence. All right, it was said nationwide by Cliff Hughes yesterday. All right, so we try to get that very short clip for you. And of course, let me remind you of the numbers in the meantime. The numbers are 876-212-9824, 876-462-0919. Are we up, Madam Producer? No, we're trying to. We try to get it as soon as we can. We will bring that to you. In the meantime, the front page of the paper is saying, "No gold spoon. Andrew Holness defend integrity, says growth in personal wealth is a result of hard work." And there's a picture there of Andrew Holness there, who persons are describing now as the embattled Prime Minister. Judgment reserved in Chucky Brown conviction appeal. All right, and of course, one would remember Chucky Brown, someone who I personally know very well. Constable Chucky Brown, policeman. All right, policeman. He was based in Clarendon, and certainly he has been in custody for a long time for some murder charges. So we're seeing the Gleaner reporting this morning that that judgment reserved in Chucky Brown's conviction appeal. All right, so the Court of Appeal reserved judgment in the case of former police constable Colin Chucky Brown, who was alleged to be a member of the infamous police death squad, who is seeking to have his conviction and 51 years sentence overturned. Brown was found guilty in 2018 and 3 counts of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and wounded with intent. All right, how will that one pans out? Let's see how it will go when we hear the result of the judgment there. All right. When you're ready for me, Madam Producer, you let me know. So that's what's on the front page of the Old Lady of North Street, the Gleaner. And indeed, we are also seeing here in the Observer, Campbell commits to new fire station in Western Westmoreland. That is the PNP candidate there. Chang Hayes party workers as backbone of Labour Party of the JLP. And indeed, Miller, Banks, and track record for second term. That's Robert Miller over there in Portmore. He is going up against Dr. Alfred Dawes. All right. Opinion comments there. What has the Andrew Holness administration achieved? And this is a very, very interesting article here, penned by Dr. Michael Abrams, who himself is a gynecologist. All right. So let's go to the phone line. All right. Hello. Welcome, caller.
Yes, sir. Morning.
Hi. Morning, Milton. How you doing?
Not too bad, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I have my 18, but we'll deal with that next week, right?
You have your?
I have my 1993 Labour Party year to PNP 52, but we'll deal with that next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. First thing first. We could start with Mr. Miller. He made his launch yesterday in southeastern St. Catherine.
Yes, Big Rob Miller, yes.
He's very positive,
Indeed he is, and one would expect that, and I have to commend him for his positive energy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's positivity, how you want to call it. We would like to know if he takes that 5-1 last year into consideration, 4-1 last year in terms of the parish council election, if it take that into consideration.
That's a good question, sir. And of course, you probably hear me here and elsewhere doing my analysis. And certainly that is one that I have penciled in for the People's National Party. That constituency, in my view, is going to come back home quite big for the People's National Party. It's the old Paul Roberts seat. There was a fallout there with Fagan, and certainly we know what happened in 2020. But it's going to come right back home to the People's National Party. They have a quality candidate. Of course, there was an issue there with the now Deputy Mayor, Alric Campbell, and so on. But they have settled all of those things, and I expect Dr. Alfred Dawes, who it is opined that he will be the next Minister of Health in our PNP administration, to ramp home easily with that constituency.
Yeah, so nothing wrong in being positive, and keep a straight face like the most honorable Prime Minister. Because you know it's all straight his face in recent time. Nothing wrong, but the possibility always exists, for the complete opposite to occur.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it leads me to the Prime Minister again. Yesterday, man, behind the headline, Mrs. Jackson was talking about the proceeding in court via the Prime Minister taking the Integrity Commission to court.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that instead of each side through the attorney come out with different statements and somebody will contradict it, the judge should at least present a preliminary report to the public.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she said that nothing was wrong in that, right?
Well, certainly, she preferred an opinion there, and as you said, that's a thought process. That's one of the thought process,
And beside me, some legal mind,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a lawyer. He's saying that it's highly unlikely that the Andrew Holness case and the Integrity case gonna try come October.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. I hear that argument as well, but certainly let's see how that will pan out. No? The court will deal with it.
You see, Mr. O'Brien, what do you think?
Go ahead, man.
As Mrs. Jackson Miller said, the Prime Minister is a key factor in the public sector,
Mm-hmm.
that is common good,
Mm-hmm.
Until the Prime Minister, he returned to power, the Prime Minister has enormous influence, He knows who to put in a position. Right? A human, I know in a middle. We hope so.
That is true, because we can take a cue from what took place at the FID with Dennis Chung. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So beside the Chief Justice, then in a situation like that, given the influence of the most honorable Prime Minister and the possibility exists for him to win the next election, possibility exists, we don't rule out that. Why they never try to see if they could have get this thing in resolved before the election call? I look at the individual over the public sector, the public service.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But Milton is what it is, and we will not see that come to a conclusion before the election. So on the other hand, the people of Jamaica are quite discerning and so on, and they will have to take stock of all of this and look at it and see if this is somebody that they believe that deserve to continue being at the helm of government in Jamaica. So we watch and see what will happen.
Yeah,
everybody know my opinion, and that already that I believe that in light of these allegations, the Prime Minister should not be on the ballot.
And you mentioned the discerning part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you up front and close now. There are a lot of labor rights who believe in the Integrity Commission report.
That's true.
We can't tell you that. But the difference, are they going to vote? That is a big question they want us.
Well, maybe they will stay aware. Maybe they will do something unconventional when they go into to them and they go in the polling box. I share with you, sorry Milton, as I leave you, I share with you a gentleman that I met in Mandeville. Older gentleman. He's approaching his 80th birthday, or he was, and he said that, listen, for all his life, he voted for the Jamaica Labour Party. But this time, he will not be voting for the PNP or the JLP, but his ex will be beside the head because he is voting for Jamaica. I leave you there, Milton. All the best. Take care.
No problem.
Bless you. All right. We continue to take your calls here and straight up Newsdot 93 FM, which is truly Conrad OBrian, the fireman. We go up until 12 midday. Hello. Welcome, caller.
Hello?
Yes, welcome, sir.
Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Good
Yes,
morning. Good morning. Good morning, Bongo.
Yes, I have 2 points to make. Yes. In terms of the Privy Council ruling pertaining to the CPJ, the Privy Council ruling says that either 2/3 of Parliament or a referendum. Now, if anyone tries to go around that, like Mark Walden did when he said that he will not continue in the support for the PNP.
What the Constitution of Jamaica says.
I'm not
asking you what the
you.
No, hold on, sir. Hold on. You're going to have to deal with what me I say. Please. You're going to have to deal with it. What the Constitution of Jamaica says.
The Privy Council.
No, I am saying to you what the Constitution of Jamaica says, sir.
That is either 2/3 of Parliament for a referendum.
The Constitution says that.
Yes. You didn't know that?
The Constitution said that. No, I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. You did.
No.
So you are, then that's what I was. Reiterated by the people.
Anyhow, all the legal luminaries argued that, listen, it would be absolutely foolish to invoke politics into how we move away from the Privy Council. And you, as an individual, believe that at this time in our history, after we'll be celebrating 63 years of independence. Dr. Barnett basically talked about it ad nauseum and said that, listen, here is it. We're supposed to shape the final vestiges of colonialism off our feet. Everybody is saying that, and you now come with this kind of argument about Privy Council talking about 2/3 majority. The fact of the matter is that what we need is a simple majority, and that was the reason why Andrew Holness basically asked the senators to do an illegal act by signing the undated letter, which the court basically threw out as being unconstitutional. Move on to your second point.
Sir.
Move on to the second point, Bongo. Move on to the second point. Mr. Sir, please move on to the second point. Please, I'm finished with that.
The second point.
Yes.
The second point is it doesn't matter what I believe or I think or your so-called
second point, sir, please.
I'm making the second point. It doesn't matter what those legal luminaries mean or you believe is what the law says. The Constitution is the law. It says, and it didn't say a simple majority. It's not a simple majority.
Nobody talked about any simple majority. A simple majority. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Don't come here and talk nonsense. If it was a simple majority it needed, then we would have had the Privy Council.
I know that. That's what I'm saying.
I have to leave you there. I have to leave you there, Bongo. Thank you. I have to leave you. Up on time. Thanks.
The preceding hour was brought to you by Wellington Dental, 57 Wellington Street, Spanish Town. Wellington Dental.
You can trust that when you send me to Parliament, you're not have a bench warmer or a table knocker, but you have a champion who is ready to serve you. And so I do not have to ask, but I know no one me ask anyway. Northwest St. Anne, are you ready? Oh, my comrades, see the
All artists go onto the stage and they use what they refer to as indecent language. Police charge them. I am calling on the JCF to charge everyone Warmington for his behavior on the platform.
Good afternoon, Mr. Floyd Green, Flaggerman, the whole Jamaica. Listen to me, man. Mr. Floyd Green promised me water for the first time I'm going at it. Me give me first X to get the water, a Flaggerman, and I will not get no water.
Yes, Mr. Floyd Green. You must farming, Flaggerman. You hear that you coming to break ground? Irrigation water in Shartin. But Danny give water already. Why you didn't come to Flaggerman? Come break ground for water. You fully people them once, can't fully people them twice.
Danny Buck already have given Shartin irrigation water already. So what about Flaggerman? Flaggerman he promised how long? For the first time you went see I give away irrigation. The second time now, not a irrigation. The third time now, when you go lose, I know you can come give irrigation. Floyd Green you can't fool nobody again. Nobody. We have sense.
We need water. Last week I stopped one truck for water. And you know what they tell me say? You have to have name pan list and labor to that trunk fund. I can't get no water. Mr. Flag, you need the water. You know, I'm no fool again, you don't idiot. We need water, sir.
Them one get it. Fertilizer. I said 2 buses come here last night. Round here, they must have drop off money and things. And at them when I get to nobody else down get to beside them. And you did it 9 years, almost 10 years. And now when election I will call you come break ground. Go with that, you don't want to see you. You're the worst MP ever coming to Jamaica. The worst in the history of Jamaica.
They're Jamaicans who don't come here. So your government is now holding a press conference to try to convince you of their record of achievement. I have a burning question that I need answered. Having been the government for 9 years, shouldn't the average Jamaican be able to see your achievements? Why do you need a press conference to tell the Jamaican people about your achievements? So desperate you are to show people your achievements that even the Prime Minister is in halfway tree right now, handing out flyers to show people his achievements. You don't believe me? Take a look. Yeah, there is the most honorable Brogard, Dr. Brogard, in the middle of halfway tree, handing out flyers and greeting people. Handing out flyers about their achievements. And again, I have a burning question. If his campaign strategies were so effective, why does he have to be in halfway tree handing out flyers? Why do they need a press conference to talk about their achievements? I'm going to tell you JLP's greatest achievements. Just sit tight. Let us explore their greatest achievements. So let us talk about the greatest achievements of this government. I think their greatest achievements is probably the 28 bank accounts that Andrew Holness has. Yeah. I mean, he moved from owing student loan to having 28 bank accounts. That is a significant achievement. And I think the next achievement for all of them is the 300% salary increase that they got. All the while, there are no benches in the hospitals, there are no working machines in the hospital, no CT scanners, no X-ray units, no MRI machines,
London.
No beds. Because when you go to the hospital, especially KPH, some of them dip on bench all day long. No beds, no gurneys in the A&E. Yeah. So that is another achievement of theirs. No oxygens in the hospitals. Another achievement of this government, fixing the roads only last minute when it's election time. Because the whole time, for the whole 9 years, we have been dropping in potholes, damaging our vehicles, right? All the while, police are stopped with every minute and go under, have inspector going under with car, taking off with license plate them. Yeah, that is another achievement. Another achievement of this government, the Road Traffic Act, the brand new Road Traffic Act, that they are now breaching by having left-hand drive school buses, public passenger vehicles, when if you an ordinary taxi man or a busman have a left-hand drive vehicle, they are going to impound your vehicle and charge you $50,000. So yeah, that's the greatest achievement. Yeah. You want us to talk about more of their
Call us today.
How about the 24 dead babies in the month of June alone? How about the fact that the public morgue where postmortems are done is owned by a JLP councillor in Spanish Town, and no matter where your relative has passed on, you have to go there because they have basically shut down the public morgues all over the place. So this brother here, Christopher Tufton, has a councillor that he fought for to get in his constituency, Mr. Archer, who owns Archer's Funeral Home, where all of the government autopsy them been doing. So no matter where your deceased is, you have to go there and collect the body, even if it's Westmoreland. Make we talk about achievement. Another great achievement of this administration, this successful administration, Ruel Reid. Ruel Reid and Grace McLean and all of these people in the Ministry of Education, the money is still unaccounted for. The Nutribon money. Yeah. Want to remember that? Another great achievement of this administration, the death of Jodian and all the people who passed on during COVID. Oh, and not to mention the $400 million that is still unaccounted for. Yeah. Remember, I said this idiot says that if we're not vaccinated, we're idiots, you know. Remember, he said that. So now 5 years later, when 70% of Jamaicans are still not vaccinated and we're thriving and surviving, I mean, that didn't age well, did it? So yeah, that was a great achievement for them. Not to mention his market me scandal. Yeah, that was a great achievement for him too. I mean, after all, the baby mother have to live, right? Not to mention Floyd Green and what they were doing again during the time when all of us was locked down. And the COVID lockdown, and they were partying. Yeah, that was a great achievement by them. Yeah, man. And you know, another great achievement of this administration, having Jamaicans stuck at sea during COVID because they wouldn't bring them home. Right? The people, the shipfarers and the students during the Ukraine war who were stuck there, and this one here wouldn't bring them home. Remember that? Remember that it was Mark Golden who had to take money out of his pocket to bring them home because she wanted to give them a loan. As for this sleepy one here who is always asleep in Parliament, let us talk about his greatest achievement, states of emergencies. And arresting innocent Jamaican people and locking them up with hardened criminals, making them lose them work, right? Criminalizing 3/4 of Jamaicans for no reason at all because they could not control the crime rate. He still sleeps in Parliament, and his greatest achievement, putting on 50 pounds since he has become the senator. She, for her greatest achievement, claiming say the PNP is a museum. That is her greatest achievement because she has achieved nothing in her constituency. She's most famous for claiming that the PNP is a museum. She has no other achievement. So we think we cover all of them, and the fact that the Prime Minister has to be in campaign mode all around and people been booing them. I mean, there is no way why a government of 9 years should be so pressed to call the election. If you are so comfortable and confident that you're going to win, call it. The fact is that you thought that the PNP machinery would have been exhausted, would have been slowed down. But the fact is that the longer you delay is the more people get tired and fed up. And then have to call it because you will not be government forever. Your time has come. You see how long we're telling us time come? Pack on the bags because time come. Bye.
And the ruling from the Privy Council basically confirmed that you can move away from the Privy Council by a 2/3 majority. And again, I'm going to reiterate, it's all of that shenanigan. All of that, why the Prime Minister used the shenanigan of basically having his senators sign an undated letter, which the court ruled that in itself was unconstitutional. All right? The fireman burns. Let's continue to with the program. At this time, we have our second guest online. His name is Mr. Rondell Rowe. Rowe is Prophet Rowe out of Mandeville, Manchester, and certainly he is also a politician. He is the standard bearer or the caretaker for the division of Christiana, a division that the PNP has a very, very big win in the local government election, and certain that put the Northeast Manchester on in the winning column of the People's National Party with 2 out of 3 of those constituencies. It seems as that Valentine went sit pretty there to take that one over there in Northeast Manchester. But of course, you know, we talk to everybody. We talk to everybody on the program. And of course, the Prophet is somebody that I know well. Hi, Prophet. How are you doing this morning, sir?
Mighty man, God bless you. How are you?
I am fine, thank you, man. I'm fine, thank you. How, by the way, first of all, how are your members? How church going?
The church is great. We having a festive season and we're doing well. We're just having a new branch in Montego Bay. So we're doing well.
Doing well. All right. And the membership continue to grow?
Very well, yes.
Absolutely. All right. Prophet, the fact of the matter is that you're a churchman, a prophet. You're also a businessman. And indeed, you're a politician. You are offering yourself for the Christiana division in Northeast Manchester. A division, a constituency that the PNP won 2 out of 3 in the local government election. And it seems as if Valwint had basically, way ahead of the candidate, Miss Marks. You're on the ground. Tell me what's going on within the constituency there.
Well, there's a mighty comeback after we know for sure that Valwyn have improved dramatically in Christian area. They have taken away 2 of the vital seats that the GLP held, Mr. Oliver. But since all the marks have stepped on the side, there's a mighty improvement. She has done a lot of groundwork, and I believe she is taking the seat by force, and Mr. Valwyn have to be very careful of the move that he is taking right now, because Archer Marks is going very, very swift, and I believe she have a powerful chance of winning the seat.
You think she have a chance, but certainly from all accounts, you believe that Mr. Wint is still ahead, but she's making up some ground.
I'm not believing now that Mr. Wint are ahead, because since Archer Marks have stepped on the style, it is a mighty change.
But how
atmosphere of change.
But how so? How so? Because here it is. Miss Marks don't even go on into 10% of the constituency. How come she have mighty chance?
I believe she have been almost in every area of the constituency. Because I'm on the ground with her, and remember now when Mr. Valwyn have won the 2 council seats. The 2 council seats that he have won, these 2 persons, they're going up in age. They're not fit as how they used to, and we know we'll lose Mr. Will Lizzie, and because of that,
you're talking about the two JLP. But here is it, and I'm happy you mentioned that, because here is it. He has 2 vibrant young councillors in those 2 divisions who are quite energetic and
since Archer Marks have entered now, they're now appointed 2 of the most powerful councillors, caretaker in those divisions.
And who are they?
I believe for sure myself that was appointed as the caretaker for the Christian division. We also have Makosi, also interested in the Wallington division. This is a powerhouse that want to enter against against Mr. Wint and his two councillors. It's going to be a very hard tackle for him to win back. I can tell you that.
Well, you know, my information with the various polls that I'm privy to, it is showing where Wellington Wint and the PNP is firmly ahead in that constituency. But you know, it's never over until the fat lady sings. And
yes,
you're saying that you think your candidate is basically has made up some
ground. I am not seeing Mr. Wint have a chance in Northeast Manchester.
You are not what?
I don't see Mr. Wint. He's a good man. He's been there for a very long time with the people. He has also the people, and I respect him. I love him also. But I'm not seeing him in a winning seat at this time in Northeast Manchester. Roger Mark take it mightily by force.
All right. Let's forget the taking might by force. But let's look at some of the dynamics there. This constituency has been represented in the House of Parliament for 33 years by Audley Shaw. A lot of the people there who voted for Mr. Shaw basically love Val Wint and said that they would have voted for Val all along, but because Audley Shaw developed somewhat of a personality politics there, they voted for Audley. Now you have somebody who barely know the constituency, coming to the constituency for the very first time, and you're saying just by she walking in there, she's making mighty move there. Prophet, is it that you're being a cheerleader for Audrey, or you're speaking?
She have 3 councillors. Remember, we have a winning councillor for many years. Almost people for many years. Now she also have Prophet Rodel Rowe, who the people have known also for many years. Now we have the Christian principal, Mr. McCulsey, who is a principal in that area for many years. There's no way in life that Balvin can overpower those 3 councillors.
No, man. Here is it. You have a youngster there in the form of O'Neill Evans in the Christian division. A young man that is a young man that is well loved in there. On the other hand, you also have Mr. Knight down there in Wallaston division.
I can tell you can be well loved in society, but love cannot put on fat or pay bills.
So
you have to understand that very carefully.
So hold up. So are you saying that it's about money? Money will be playing a mighty role in this? That's what you're saying?
We're not saying about money. We're saying about experience. We're saying about persons that is a people person who can take the constituency and turn it into a great asset.
But Prophet,
someone that can turn the people's life into something.
Prophet, if you talk about somebody who is a magician and can turn things around and really have serious...
Not a magician thing.
Hold on now. Hold on, man. If you're talking about a person who can really, and I use the word as a euphemism, somebody who can really basically move the people's life there by way of his poise in business, then that person would have to be a Mr. Wellington Wint. Wellington Wint is one of the major developer in Jamaica, in that constituency. He's a man
I know Mr. Baldwin for many years. He is very good with the dead people. I don't know him on the live people. He's very good with dead people, so he can stay with that.
No, what do you mean by that?
I believe he owns some funeral home or something on there, and he's doing very well in that.
Hold on, sorry. No, man, no. Mr. Wint own what?
I believe that Mr. Wint own some... I believe that I'm hearing, that this is what I hear, that they own some
funeral home. No, man, you know better than that. Mr. Wint Mr. Wint in no funeral home business, sir.
And he's a great man in that area.
No, but hold on, but no, Mr. Prophet, please, Prophet.
Yes,
hold on.
Remember, I am on the ground, I can tell you.
No, but hold on, man. Hold on, sir. Hold on, my friend, please. We have to basically get it right. When you come on this program don't run like the others. This is a program that we talk truth and we get information right. Mr. Wint is not involved in any kind of mortuary business. He's not in that kind of business. Mr. Wint is, hold on, Mr. Wint is a major real estate developer, among other things. Mr. Wint also owns, Mr. Wint, when the taxi operators could not find anywhere to park their vehicle, is Mr. Wint's property that had been transformed into a car park there in the town of Christiana that is housing thousands or hundreds of taxi operators. Those are the kind of things. Mr. Wint was also I know involved in the Cambia business.
Are he getting paid for that property?
Huh?
Are he getting paid for that property?
If he's getting paid for the property? Yes. I don't know, but it's a business, so I don't know if he's getting paid for it.
Society without tax or without pay. We just purchased 60 acres of land for the people, to cut them up and give the people free property. These are things that we need to talk about, not place that people give and then they charge the taxi men them to go in there and do stuff. We need people to live free, live in great liberty.
Okay, so where is this land that you have 60 acres that it's cutting up for to give away?
I am Prophet Rodel Road. My money is on tree, sir.
Your money is what?
I said my name is Prophet Rodel Road. My money is on tree.
Your money is on tree?
Yes, sir.
What that mean?
Circumstances make me what I am, sir.
So you, all right. I am driving down to Mandeville later. Can you pick some of the money off the tree for me? I'm a producer. I would like some.
I would love for you to come.
Huh?
I would love for you to come.
Listen, hold on. You're putting me on the spot today. You're going to have to give me the money, you know. Anyhow, Prophet Rose. So therefore, you are saying that you're excited about your candidate, right? And you think that
I am very excited about Audrey Marks. She's a very wonderful and precious woman. I believe it's a woman that will never choose anyone else so precious and so.
But you know, unfortunately, unfortunately, the community like Miss Marks served even in the United States. They said that all she did there was profile. You know, she did not represent the people. Well, I know of a gentleman who had some issues, and when he reached out to her,
let me tell you a story. I know Mrs. Audrey Marks for a very long time. I'm not coming to.
How long now since you know Audrey?
Very, very long.
Like, how long? Like 10 years, 20 years? 50 years?
Say that this time, but very long.
You know, very long. All right, cool. Well, fine. So what you say? You will be winning the constituency by about 3,000 votes?
Well, you declare it, we receive.
Now I'm asking.
I want to tell you, we're going to win very, very far.
All right.
Mr. Wint is a good man, don't get me wrong. Mr. Wint is a good man, we love him, but he don't have a chance in Northeast Manchester. All right.
Well, this one we will see. I have that seat penciled in that for Manchester, it will be 4-0. You will have Central Manchester, you'll have Northeast Manchester, you'll have South Manchester, and you'll also have Northwest Manchester. And you're a man who will have so much.
Rhoda seat also. You're talking about Rhoda seat. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, Central Manchester. Yes.
I can tell you, Rhoda seat is very secure. Be careful.
All right.
She's strong, she's very efficient, and she's for the people.
All right. Good. All right. But listen, I need to speak with Rhoda. You know, I need to talk to Rhoda because you know it's only you alone we can get from. You know it's only you alone we can get from the Prophet Rowe.
Donovan, Mitchell, or the mayor, is a very close friend of mine. I can tell you that, and he's a great man, and he's doing well in society. Also, he's doing well in Manchester. But Rhoda is going very far. It's very dangerous when you know a woman can beat you. But I don't know if a woman ever beat you before.
But Prophet, the last time I spoke to you, last time I spoke to you, you tell me that boy Donovan will be running home with that seat. What has changed?
There's a mighty change of glory. You have to understand that you can advance and you can declare.
So what is it? So tell me now what has changed, because I mean up to recently you told me Rhoda was behind the 8 ball. So what has changed?
Prophet Royal Row is in the making now, and when Prophet Royal Row enter, circumstances make him what is it.
Okay. So it's all about the prophet.
It's not all about the prophet, it's about the people.
It's about the people. But the prophet have the people. All right. Well,
we are people first.
Well, let's see how this one will go, Prophet Rowe.
I support the PMP also, don't get me wrong, because I am the chaplain for the transport sector. So I have to support the two parties. So even yesterday, they have some meeting somewhere in Crossroad, and I sent 30 gas cards for the taxi association there, for the PMP. So I support them also.
Okay. As a businessman, you support both parties.
I support both parties in my atmosphere as a chaplain. As a chaplain, you have to support the both parties.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Sounds good. So pardon me, sound good. So what is new on the horizon for you, Prophet?
Well, we just purchased 5 acres of land for the taxi association. We want to open a state-of-the-art auto parts and car mart. So all of these taxi associations, all these taxi men, over 30,000 taxi men. Most of them, they don't have brand new tires in the car. The parts are wearing, so we want to get the parts changed, the tire changed, the new batteries, and then they pay in installments. So we're working on that.
Good. So some of your taxi men, including presidents, I won't call their name now because I think it would be remiss of me to do so. But some of your president for chapters of the association, they are quite disgusted and upset that in order to sell this bus scenario, right? They are saying that, the government and operatives within the government refer to them as murderer and rapists. As the chaplain for the Taxi Association, don't you have concern with that, and you don't believe that that will basically pull away a lot of vote from the Labour Party?
The bus that our MP and our Minister of Transport are bringing, it put up votes in the transport sector, and we know for sure that they're brand new bus. They may be old in age, but they're good bus and they're strong.
No man, you can't old and brand new at the same time, Papa. Hello?
They're old in age,
yes,
but they're brand new bus.
Not a prophet. Don't do that. Don't embarrass the people with saying that. They're
Have
old
you ever
buses.
entered into one? Have you ever walked in one? Have you ever seen one?
They are old buses, sir. They are buses that redundant out of the system from the United States, and the engine is the issue. Prophet, I have to leave you there, Prophet. I have to leave you there. 30 seconds with your parting shot, please.
Oh, thank you very much. God bless you. It's a wonderful day for you. May you have a festive season. See you guys later.
All right, all the best. Take care. Good. All right, that's Prophet Rowe there. Prophet Royal Rowe there, a man of the cloth, and he's also a politician. You heard him. He believed that he is doing some great work down there in the area of Manchester. Let's take the final break. So come.
What can go sue?
Who these people? Who the guy walking up and down? Let me tell you something. Labor right now we no day as of today. So you see, since them a walk a half a tree, I am going to wipe car glass a half a tree Friday, and me a run taxi and listed next week Monday.
You know new bus, man?
What can go?
Sent on an when you send me to Parliament, you not have a bench warmer or a table knocker, but you have a champion who is ready to serve you. And so I do not have to ask, but I know no one me ask anyway. Northwest St. Anne, are you ready? See the signal waving in the sky. Reinforcements now appearing. Victory, victory, victory.
As far as I'm concerned, Jamaica is still a Christian country.
A group of companies.
We know that because the anthem is a prayer. And the PNP is still a Christian party. Because with steadfast assurance, God will look down. It means something to be a Christian country because we should live by the principles of Christianity. And it means something to be a Christian party because we should be guided by the principles of Christianity. And one such principle is that God is the Father. And the Bible said, who among us, if our children ask for bread, will give them stone? And if our children ask for fish, we'll give them serpent. Too many of our children are receiving stone and serpent from the Jamaica Labour Party.
You are sure that a safe...
In PEP, 13,000 children this year did not achieve proficiency in mathematics. They asked for bread, they were given stone. 11,000 children did not achieve proficiency in English language. And then when it comes to CXC, it gets worse. Because 18% of Jamaican children get 5 subjects, including maths and English. And then I hear that the Minister of Education is seeking a promotion. What can go so?
Old Harbour and...
She should be asked for her resignation. But I understand what is happening in the JLP because they have no talent. The JLP remind me of an artist that got to studio with 10 words and want to make 30 songs. What can go so?
The University Archive.
We have found the stone heap and we have found the serpent nest. And I guarantee that in 5 years after we take government, we will defeat Trinidad, we will defeat Barbados in CXC the same way we treat them in Carifta.
6-2.
The first stone heap that must be mashed down is that of absenteeism. In the rural area, 37% absenteeism. And in the urban area, 18% absenteeism. The first thing we're going to do is make sure we have boarding facilities for at least 30% of our school population.
Welcome back to Straight Up right
and
here.
And then we are going to give 1 meal per child in school.
Final half an hour. This hour is sponsored by our friends
the JP
at Kenmore Manufacturing Company. And just by way of programming, next week I will be off. I won't be in next week, but my brother and friend, my colleague from Portland Spice TV, Colin Bell, popular known as Shaka, he will be hosting for me next week. And indeed, we invite you to stick and stay with News Talk 93 FM as we continue to put the show on the road. So Colin will be in for me Monday and Tuesday of next week. I will be back in earnest. And you may, yes, Colin will be on next week. And certainly you'll have me back in short order. All right, but there is an emergency that I have to attend to, so I won't be on next week. All right, that said, before I go to the caller, my phone was buzzing both on TikTok and also my WhatsApp page, where a person asking Prophet how much he pay for the land. Persons are also saying that he's like sure. And all of that, but Paul, I think he made mention of purchasing those land before, and I think he really purchased the land for true. He's saying that he paid $65 million for those lands. So all in all, we'll see how that goes. But as it relates to the constituency of Northeast Manchester, I am indeed confident that this time around that seat will go to the People's National Party and Valentine win. Let's take the calls. Hello, welcome caller. Caller? Do I lose it? Am I losing calls?
Hello.
Oh, hi, country.
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah, morning to your producer and morning to Jamaica.
Indeed.
And good morning to Damian Crawford.
All
and
right.
let me answer your question from yesterday. I won't be able to come down to vote.
All right.
My mom will be there to vote, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And morning to the General Secretary of the People's National Party.
All right, you can tell everybody morning time I go up on you. Come
yeah, I
some
want you
calls
look too beautiful lady, man. Senator Morrison and Leon.
Morris, not Morrison, Senator Morris.
Lady.
Her name is not Morris, yeah. Morris. Gabriella Morris.
Morris, yeah, it's Morris. I love that lady, you know.
She's a peach of a young lady, yes?
Yeah.
I love her too, yes? Very much.
I just want to quickly say, it is reported that 1998, as the Prime Minister now, the embattled Prime Minister, well towards 330 odd million.
Mm-hmm.
And he promoted to the Minister of Education 2007 to 2012. And 2017 to 2019 his wealth grow over 250 million Jamaica dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And when he became Prime Minister 2016, he put his friend Royal Reid in the Education Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Royal Reid have been charged and is before the court.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Nutri-Bun and Nutri-Milk money cannot be found or been given account for in the Education Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
So I am saying a long time ago, between 2007 and 2012, some inquiry is supposed to go on between the Ministry of Education.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We should check it out. Call that a leaking. The Ministry of Education is like a leaking ground for the fat cats.
Well, the sad thing, and it's really sad because, you know, Certainly, and I'm not podcasting any assertion here, but the history of the Ministry of Health under the Labour Party is not a good one. So that's where we have seen quite a few ministers out of that ministry had gone on to spend prison time. Also, there's one who he basically run away from Jamaica and didn't even come back for his own funeral.
Right, and there was no school.
That's Arthur Burt.
And I am saying,
and Trevor Monroe will tell you about the missing schools, the schools that were supposed to be built, and as a result of that set back our education system. Country my line buzzing. Talk to me quickly.
Yeah, but most definitely, man, a ball say their hand clean and them not exploit the taxpayers. But one thing I say, you cannot give puss butter. God bless you, Mr. Conrad.
All right, thank you very much. All right, good God. So the campaign is on in earnest. Let's see how this one will pan out. You know, let's see how it will pan out as we move on to the next. Yeah, I've been mentioning. Well, I don't know, my people. Please just take both numbers. The numbers are 876-212-9824 and 876-462-0919. You all bombard the 212-9824. Even now, the line is inundated and it's still buzzing. Hello, welcome caller. Please use the other number 876-212-982. No, I'm sorry, 876-462-0919. Yes, caller, go ahead.
How are you doing?
I am very well, thank you, sir.
This is Head Boy, my brother. How are you doing?
Oh, hi, Head Boy. What's up, man? Talk to me. You're a little low, Head Boy.
Yes, you hear me much better
now?
Yes. Right. I listen to my good friend, Reverend Roy Del Rowe.
Prophet. Yeah? Yes, Head Boy. Go ahead. Oh, Head Boy is calling on WhatsApp, and as a result of that, some interference taken.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Head Boy, but it's just that you're on WhatsApp, so sometimes the regular call trips you out. All right, so go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I see. So I'm saying, Roy Del Rowe, my good friend, you should stick to what you know, Rev. Stick to the church. Yeah, nothing is wrong if you want to delve into giving civic service and duty. There's nothing wrong with that. You're called to be a disciple to the world, not just the church. Yeah. However, most of what Roy Del Rowe said, Roy Del Rowe demonstrated that he has no clue of what is happening on the political space in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
No clue. And I'm not disrespecting the man, because quite frankly, I have no reason to disrespect Mr. Rowe.
Yes.
Right? But stick to what you know, sir. Yeah, respectfully. Stick to what you know. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because no sensible individual could look at Northeast Manchester, could look at Central Manchester, could look at Western St. Mary, could look at Eastern and Western Hanover and say that the GFC is going to win those seats. Could look at North Trelawney. Do you see where I'm going, Conrad?
Yeah, man.
Because the numbers don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
In 2011, Roy Del Rowe, your friend and my friend, Audley Shaw, went a mandeville and said, you see, we hold Peter when Daniel Walker hold Peter Bunting, him go and pepper him. And what Peter Bunting did. Him said the same thing about Mikey Peart, and he said the same thing about Michael Phillips, and they all won their seats.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So the anomaly that occurred in 2020, the Labour Party knows that they're going to lose. And let me tell you why. I've been listening to calls on social media, and they're pushing.
They have been doing what?
They're pushing this narrative about 42 to 21. And you know, I went and go look at it and I say, you know what the JLP is doing? They're telling you that they're winning 21 and that the is winning 42.
You think so?
Because it couldn't be. When I look at the seats that even some of the bloggers like Terry Lee Gray put up, Terry Lee Gray is saying that they're losing Western Westmoreland and East. and Eastern and Over.
Let me hail Teddy Lee Gray, the blogger, is a security guard.
Security guard. Yes, man. And Teddy, to be honest, Teddy is one of the few of those to tell them if you're losing, you're losing. Yeah? But when you look at most of the seats that they have, they know that they're declaring to win. They know they're going to lose them.
Okay.
They know they're going to lose them because the local government election is sufficient to show. Now they're coming with the narrative that people don't election. But the local government election was higher than the last general election, and that's a statement of fact.
That is true. More people turn out in the local government election than the last general election.
That's a statement of fact. That is why a man like Mr. Evans could win Christiana division, whose mother was a very strong woman in Christiana. Yeah? But at the end of the day, Doreen, of course, Sister Doreen. Right? At the end of the day, this philosophy, this thing that the JLP is pushing about term loading. Take what's loading, third term imploding. Because when
well, I heard the leader talk, I heard Mark Golden talk about the imploding.
Because look at Kentire. Did JLP go down in Kentire? Why would Juliet Holmes go strategically to have a meeting in Kentire? Because she knows that she does not have the Kentire division. So what she do? She and Favor team up in a Kentire and bring in popping people. Most of the crowd that was there when they switched to the crowd check, most of those were Garden Town people. Some of them from Dallas, but it was not of them. A lot of them did not say they were from Kentire. I read the crowd. I watch PNC meetings like I watch PNC meetings.
Absolutely. Head boy, I'm going to have to take leave.
I know that I'm on the last lap. So this is my final in Canada. I just say to Darrell Vaz, right?
Yeah.
Who bring in the old, broke down, dilapidated buses, right? Mr. Vaz, you said that by July, the 100 and odd buses would be here. And then the other day we hear again from the campaign saying that by September to December, the final set of buses will come to Jamaica.
Darrell need to talk to we and give it account for $1.4 billion.
Exactly.
And no amount of him walking up and down with shirt mark, bad mind for him going to change that. We're calling for accountability. Darrell should be nowhere near the politics. All right,
but
sir, take care.
But get same the bad mind and drone is the leadership again. Yes,
all right, cool. Take care. Callers, please. Try this number 876-462-0919. You guys call that one number ad nauseum 876-212-9824. All right. Hello, welcome caller.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, morning, Anthony. How are you doing?
I'm not bad. Good morning to your listeners.
Anthony, you're a long time caller. You know this drill. Sometimes you call in the number. You're not getting on. Call the other number as well. All right, please just write it down. 876-462-0919. All right, go ahead.
Okay. In fact, from my I have listened to your program because up and down helping my neighbors and so forth. So.
All right, very good.
Just come on the program.
Very good.
I don't wish bad for any Jamaican or anything to go wrong in Jamaica, but I heard that some of the buses crashes. Is that true or false?
I don't know. I don't know if it's actually I don't know. I saw some pictures on social media. To be honest with you, I've not seen it
directly
anywhere in mainstream, to say that it's so. But I've seen some pictures on social media, so I can't verify whether or not it is true.
I hope it is not so, because if that is so, it would have been a waste of money.
I saw where persons were showing something and saying that based on the left-hand vehicle, it was a situation there. So I don't know.
Okay. Anyhow, my reason why I called this morning is I wanted to find out if all the drains are clean and the bridges that people are supposed to be using, to traverse. If most of those bridges are up and those drains are clean, because that is very important. I keep on saying it's not everybody have the medium to really speak out and to vindicate for themselves, you know. So I have to do that as a part of Jamaican, you know. So
yeah, yes, I appreciate that. What I can say, I think there was an announcement from the government. I don't remember if it was from the Prime Minister himself or one of the ministers, and they said that they were allocating a certain amount of money to each member of parliament to do drain cleaning and so on, because they said they wanted to start the drain cleaning early. Don't know if those money were actually dispersed and what is happening, but that was in the news that the government were allocated additional funds, and they said that they were giving more this year than they gave last year. I have to leave you there, Anthony.
I think you should try and get somebody on your program that's responsible for those drains and those bridges.
All right, we try. We try. Thanks a lot for today. All right, thanks a lot for today. Let's take another call. Hello, welcome, caller.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Fireman.
Hi, morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad.
Thanks.
I just want to ask you a question, you know.
Go ahead, sir.
Why would any Jamaican man bad mind Mr. Bass?
I don't know.
What would Devil Bass have for anybody bad minding for, you know?
Maybe he has a lot of money, I don't know.
Well, anyway, we don't know. We can't know them bank accounting. But I'm sure that the PMP people wouldn't bad mind Mr. Bass, you know? And another thing, Mr. Fireman, you know that we have 2 on Portmore now.
2 Portmore now?
Yes, we have a bogus Portmore, you know. He used to call it one time, saying send catching or something, Chris Jackson here. Yes, he changed his name to Portmore now, you know.
He has, probably has.
Yes.
Yeah, he has done a deep hole.
I was listening to Mr. NNN station, and they were big him up as Mr. Portmore.
Or maybe he had a deep hole done.
Yes, I think he might. So tell your original Portmore, so him have a bogus man here, you know.
All right, then we have to run left, you know, though.
All right, man, yes.
Thanks a lot for waiting. All right, we have about 4 or 5 minutes to go, trying to share it. Hello, caller? Caller? Hello?
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr.
I just want to touch some little things are happening in the world right now.
Go ahead, quickly.
So the opposite. I think what political parties, they need to sit down and pencil out how they're going to go around what is really happening right now in the world.
What, like
because,
what?
Like Trump and what Trump is doing, the fall of the American dollar, because that's going to happen with everybody moving away from them, not trading with them.
So what do you think? What do you think? We as a small island state can do?
Well, we have to unite, and I've been saying that for a long time.
Unite
with countries like Africa, the rest of the Caribbean countries, because if we not pull as a block, you know, it's hard to stand up against the big giants, you know. So we have to unite, because if we continue said we'll always be a puppet to America. And as long as we are a puppet to America, our economy not gonna grow.
Okay.
Because even under the IMF, the first thing I tell you is devalue your money. And I'll tell you again, so you have to buy things from America and other countries.
That devaluation, you know, well, the buying things from other countries, that's a part of what is called the WTO, the World Trade Organization, the WTO, and also the devaluation of the dollar. While that's a mantra of the IMF, but in truth and in fact, one of the things that also fuel that is because of the fact that our productivity and our production have been woefully inadequate. As a matter of fact, over the last 5 years or so, we have seen our import versus our export has basically
because,
moved in the opposite in the
there's a lot of
direction.
things that the American system, the Americans and those people, have been trying to teach us, and it's totally wrong. It's false. That part of economics is total rubbish. Because when you devalue your money, there's no way you're able to catch up with the big economy where you can subsidize their stuff.
But remember though, you know, I understand what you're saying, but remember, when you have the dollar that is basically floating and is supposed to find its own equilibrium, it's a problem there, because in truth and in fact, we have a system that is artificial. Sometimes you hear that the dollar gain a few cents and so on. And nothing at all to change this. As a matter of fact, it comes at a time when our import is even more. We need to go to the soil, so basically deal with agriculture, start import less food into Jamaica and start to export and things. And until we do that, we can talk till we're blue in the face. But the dollar is not going to appreciate our.
We have to have a money system that is not biased towards the rich countries. And that is what happened. We are falling in a debt trap.
All right, Mr. Lewis, have to leave you there. Thanks a lot. Very important point you're making. That's worth exploring. We will explore that at another time. But time is up on me. Thanks a lot for today. Okay. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to take your other calls. You know, as we're up and close the play. Remember to join my brother and friend Colin Bell next week. He will be hosting for me. And also, I just want to... Oh, hold on. Before I go, there is a greetings here that I must send. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let's see if I can get... Happy 28th birthday. Oh, wow. All right, so let's see if we can get this one in. Madam Producer, please. All right, today is my producer's son's birthday, and she's want to send happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to my extraordinary son. From the moment I first held you to now, watching you grow into an incredible man, I am endlessly proud. You have built an inspiring career with passion and purpose, handling wins with humility and setback with resilience. Your strength of character and ability to turn disappointment into determination inspired me every day. Above it all, your love has been my steady anchor, deep, loyal, and wavering. Thank you for being you. May this new year of life bring you even greater success, even greater success, deeper joy, and more moments that reflect just how special you are, not only to me, but to everyone. To everyone blessed to know you. Happy birthday, Romari. And it's coming from my producer, Tanya Richards, your wonderful mommy here in studio. Passion and tears in her eyes.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.